Hi, my dearest beloved friends. For the last couple of months, we received questions and comments from our international Light family regarding the role of us as the sacred government of the earth. Also about global political unrest, weather warfare, natural cataclysms, wars, etc. Some of us expressed a deep heart cry that we must do something about it. Otherwise, why we need all of those so-called life-changing tools if it seems that they change nothing? But it's not only about what we know, the information that we know, and the tools that we have available. Just technical part of the process without backing it up with corresponding state of being and lifestyle is useless. It's not about that we need more ceremonies, more protocols, more teachings, more techniques. We already walked this path for so many years, and we no longer want to walk in circles. It's not easy for us to admit that we spent significant part of our lives in doing and practicing something that didn't bring us any significant, tangible improvements. Even on the contrary, I don't mention any names here. We commit to honor your privacy, but some of us shared with me confidentially that their life became much worse than before they started walking this path. But really, it's not about the path. We don't want to transfer our personal responsibility to a teacher, the teachings, the tools, etc. Teachers, teachings, and the tools. All of those play important role in the process. But they never meant to substitute our personal responsibility. We understand that. They provide us with vitally important information. This is true. But the most important question is, what are we going to do with this information? It works only if we become this information. It's not trying to use something out of context. The tool must be in resonance with the state of our mind, state of our being, and our lifestyle. We literally become the embodiment of the information and the tool. Almin once spoke about Kivesta, that it's very important for a practitioner to become a living embodiment of Kivesta. That's why we spend a great amount of time and effort to internalize the cards, to become them. And then we naturally wield infinite power that's contained in this tool, because everything is in resonance with everything, and there's no discrepancy. We may call ourselves a sacred government as much as we would like, but just wearing a label doesn't automatically make us a real thing. First of all, according to Almin, the sacred government operates through self-government, which means that if we don't fully govern ourselves, our own lives, if we are governed by our uncontrolled emotions, impulses, moods, and hormones, or we are still governed by any external source of authority or influence, if we still say that we need to make sure that if we live according to some holy book of rules, or if we try to make sure that we meet expectations of people in our environment, if pleasing people, serving their interests, and making them happy and pleased with us is still one of our priorities, then we are not the sacred government. And it's true that we can't do anything to influence life. How can we influence the planet if we don't want to bother about influencing our own selves? And the work of the sacred government is our primary reason why we are part of Almin's work. And the wonderful thing is that in this work, we don't try to govern other people. We don't try to be political, carry people's personal responsibilities. It's not about being political. It's not the sacred government. I had a conversation with one of our Light family members, and he told me that he just wants to live for himself and not for the sake of politics, for the sake of me, because, well, he confused the sacred government with the politics. But he's absolutely right. If we want to assist humanity, we should live for ourselves. That's absolutely true. It's more than enough just to live for yourself, to live a wholesome life. And living a life of wholesomeness means to fully and totally govern our own lives. And we'll always naturally find ourselves in a situation of interacting with others, by being their source of influence. Sharing our highest truth with the world is a vitally important part of our living for ourselves. Almin loves to share a quote: an apple tree will die if it doesn't give its fruits away. An apple tree generously shares its apples. Is it primarily for those who enjoy the apples? No. Millions and millions of people on Earth enjoy the apples, but an apple tree doesn't even have an idea who eats its fruits, and it doesn't even care about it. It gives its fruits for the reason of its own personal health and well-being, because it instinctually knows that to stay healthy and well, it needs to give its fruits away in proper times. And often, the trees know more than humans, and even some of us who call ourselves the holy original ones. For example, why do I record those videos? I can see that it's being viewed by more than 100 viewers, but I don't have any idea who they are, except a few of us, maybe a couple of people who told me that they watch our videos. And I don't know who the rest of the hundreds of others are. And I don't have to know that. I'm just an apple tree, figuratively speaking. And for me, it's a matter of my own personal survival. But might it be possible if some of my videos been watched by some, for example, government officials or people who network with many other people, thousands of other people, and they are a source of influence for great multitudes of people. And they might find some of this information useful and life-changing for themselves. And now they're sharing it with all their personal networks. And lives of the thousands of people may be transformed as a result. But I may never find out about it. And so what? I don't have to know that. I just need to release my fruits. That's it. Through videos, writings, music, webinars, for myself, for my own personal sake. Selfish, yes. And this is the sacred government in action. The sacred government through self-government. Almin says, we don't resist life. We don't resist nature. We don't resist nature of our beings, our natural cycles. But is it possible to be out of touch with the nature of ourselves? Yes. If we somehow, for some reason, found ourselves under someone else's government, including our own bodies, which really are not meant to govern, but to be governed by us. If we are being able to govern our own bodies, then we can naturally influence entire physical material life. Body is material. So through our bodies, we govern all physical life, including creating favorable weather patterns or ideal world of our dreams, without necessity of being a mayor of the city or a governor or a president of a country. But it takes our conscious process of self-government, not occasionally, but as an uninterrupted lifestyle, governing our thoughts, governing our emotions, not thoughts and emotions governing us, governing our moods, governing our impulses, sexual energy, etc. Governing our personal schedules. That's why we create to-do lists. We plan our days. Either we govern ourselves or we'll be governed by someone or something, such as life. If we don't govern ourselves, for example, for only 1 second, so we don't govern ourselves only 1 second, then we're governed by something else during the second. And if we lost our self-government for 1 second, it means that during the second, the earth has been under the dark government of the shadow beings. The good news is that we can regain our self-government the next second if we didn't completely lose our self-awareness, which is an absolutely real possibility, actually. That's why we make our uninterrupted self-awareness and self-government our highest priority. If we lost ourselves for a second and then got our life back, we're very fortunate. But we need to understand what we don't know if we'll be able to do that next time. Almin once shared that the path of power and path of mastery is like always living on the edge. It takes uninterrupted self-stalking, self-vigilance to stay on the path of mastery, the sacred government. If we understand that this is the matter of our highest priority, it will be not too hard for us to be that vigilant. The problem is only if we don't know about our priorities, which is only possible if we are out of touch with our own selves. And millions of people on Earth live in this condition. They don't live their own lives. According to Almin, the more advanced we are, the more responsibilities are on our shoulders. Because the more advanced we are, the more archetypal and influential we are, the more power proxy we have. It means that we can't fail in self-vigilance, because otherwise it will put all planet at risk. If we don't live with that level of self-understanding, then all technical part of the work, protocols, ceremonies for peace on Earth, all this is a joke. What are we doing? Try to convince ourselves about the importance of our time and effort that we invest into the ceremony or protocol, and that it can replace the rest of our non-ceremonial lifestyle. Actually, Almin once said that may all our lives will be a sacred ceremony. And our ceremonial gatherings are just natural extensions of our lifestyle. Not that we do something different from the rest of our lifestyle, which would be a completely ridiculous joke. The sacred ceremony means to be a special moment of celebration of our ceremonial lifestyle. Every word, every act, every decision that we make, we are aware that it will ripple through the entire planetary and cosmic life. Every second is a ceremony. For example, our sacred musical ceremonies really work with those who consciously live their self-government 24/7, or at least this is their ideal, and that they totally surrender and dedicate their lives to. We're in touch with our nature, the nature of our life. And all nature is about growth, about extension, about expansion, about evolution. If someone is not in touch with their nature, they tend to replace their natural urges with artificial, illusory, distorted self-expression, which is war, conquest, fight, destroy the competitors mode, the original source of all wars on Earth. And they confuse peace with stagnant lifestyle that consists of lifeless habits, such as, okay, good morning. What are we going to have for breakfast? Okay, we ate breakfast. What are we going to do next? Oh, let's go for a walk. Okay, we're back from walk. Now we need to figure out our lunch. Oh, we still have time. Let's watch TV. What do we have here on the internet? Oh, some meditation group meeting tonight. Maybe we'll go there. Oh, here's someone offers brain repatterning session. Maybe we'll go there, or the aura massage. No, they have openings during our dinner time. No, we can't miss our dinner. We can't go there. Oh, an email from Team Almir Russia about global resolution ceremony, meditation for peace on Earth. Oh no, too much information, too complex. Oh no. They say that we should change our lives. No, it does resonate with us. So here's peace meditation on YouTube, only 30 minutes, and it's a guided meditation. No, it's not Almin. We don't care who the guide is. Let's listen to it. The world will be more peaceful in 30 minutes. And then a friend is calling, and he wants to visit with us. And we'll have some tea and chat together. Forget about world peace. Forget about internet. Remember, Almin said, don't resist life. It's our destiny today to see our friend because he called. And then we need to figure out our dinner, and maybe we'll listen to this 30-minute world peace thing before bed. Or, of course, we didn't expect to have such a long chat during dinner time. We're so deeply emotional, such an expected, deep, meaningful exchange. And when we felt sleepy and tired, it's already after midnight, and we completely forgot about 30 minutes world peace and fell asleep to wake up next morning, start the same old thing all over again. Breakfast, walk, a lunch, a little metaphysical internet browsing. Maybe we'll do some yoga if no one calls us, or maybe we'll feel inspired to call someone. We don't know. Life is unpredictable. But what if we say forget about breakfast? First, let's figure out ceremonial question. What I'm currently doing for my own personal benefit that should benefit the entire earth. If this is so important that the future of the earth depends on it, this would be clearly the sacred government rising. But my personal benefit, I don't know. I never thought about it. I follow my guru and do what he tells me to do, like bring me $10,000. But is it something that I can call my personal benefit? When I give him $10,000, who benefits from it? My guru. Well, person's beginning to wake up. Well, my guru requested the same from all his followers for his Mercedes Maybach S-Class. He did just the same for his new mansion, the Sacramento Ashram House of God. They call themselves a House of God. Well, I gave it for the benefit of the House of God. I gave it to God. But it's really a mansion of my guru. Well, okay, my guru lives in a mansion and drives Maybach, and I drive Honda Fit and rent a room. Suddenly, this devotee, a pure soul who dedicated his entire life to serving God, begins to wake up. There is no my personal benefit in participation in this exotic guru project. In addition to that, he spent enormous amount of hours cleaning his guru's mansion and washing his Maybach in exchange for some mysterious good karma. And this wonderful deity is now no longer a deity. He decided to completely forget about his exotic guru, and he became a true sacred government through self-government. Now he puts himself first and makes governing his own life his top priority. And he forgets about his breakfast and morning walk and gets busy with his new life. He got a great idea, started his own business, and completely surrendered himself to his new passion. He became extremely successful elite real estate professional and got his own mansion in Mercedes. I was a guest in his house, so it's a real person and true life story. More information about the Great Resolution International Sacred Musical Ceremony is below in the description of this video. Have the most wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you soon.